Итак, всем привет! С вами снова Веня. И я вернулась из Москвы, хотя я вернулась немного раньше, а с учетом того, как я быстро делаю выпуски, наверное, это будет намного раньше. То есть, вероятнее всего, этот выпуск вы увидите через 2 недели после моего приезда. Ничего не буду обещать. Погнали! Мне же еще титры делать. А вы все знаете, как я быстро делаю титры. Отъебись. Отъебись, Христа ради. Я знаю, что это пиратка. Спасибо, что просветил меня. Возможно, если бы Origin был не таким мудаком, я бы и купила потом игру. Отстань! Он всегда так долго это делает. В эту версию я еще не играла. Я посмотрела по сейвам, там же надо переносить сохранки. И получается, вот в эту версию я действительно еще не играла. Да, спасибо. А что, Заида, что ли, быть не могло? Ладно. Так. Господи. Почему у меня 2 сохранения одинаковых? Короче, я, оказывается, играла, то есть еще в старую свою, где у меня было золотое издание, еще до поломки моего компа. Перенос. В смысле? Так, все, я настроила. Блять, вот она. Верите, Шепард, уровень 55, это не максимальный, который я набирала, максимальный, который я набирала, это 56. Но так как мы не особо исследовали планеты, свечка похуй, погнали. Давай, переноси. Я надеюсь, они нормально перенесут меня ебало, и мне не придется его сейчас по новой выстраивать, потому что во второй части это сложнее, чем в третьей. В третьей ты можешь просто поправить. Я извиняюсь, что я жру. Я опять завтракаю. Я сходила в Калужский музей космонавтики, я сходила в Московский планетарий. Я прям заведена тем, что космос это классно. Я чуть не скончалась на месте, когда лекцию про темную материю в планетарии стал читать голос, который озвучивает Камбербэтча. Так, субтитры, да, пизда. Верите, Шепард, ранг 55, специализация разведчик, психпрофиль герой, Рекс жив, Эшли погибла, совет спасен внезапно, блядь. Никакого желания это делать у меня не было. Но надо ж пробовать что-то новое. Хоть немножко, хоть иногда. У меня значочек с астронавтом советским. Я люблю эту женщину, Миранду.
More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
Вот кто там вот ему подает? Та баба, которая потом в DLC Цитадель будет?
They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
No. Бла-бла-бла, прошел месяц, все в жопе. Блин. Весь флот угробили ради этого ебучего совета. Пошел он нахуй. Моя девочка. Блин. Сейчас бы не насвинячить.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Да им это нахуй не надо без...
Ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's
Ничего
on
хорошего.
slavers. The terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Блядь.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Блин, у Джокера вот... Блядь. Пресли.
Presley!
Multiple hull bridges! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Бедная девочка. Шепард, какого хрена не на мостике? Где она?
Shepard!
Stress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
Нет.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not
Сомневался.
leaving either.
Ты вали, блин.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard, Liara, go. Now. Aye, aye.
Здесь жопу спасают. Хочешь, чтобы вы обе погибли?
Everybody in.
Вот только тебя-то не вернут. То есть вот по факту коллекционеры здесь, им даже нахуй не нужны были вот все вот эти люди, которые здесь служат. Тупо вот разбомбить Шепард. А, жопа, все перегорожено. Система пожаротушения, конечно. Ой. Прямся в невесомости. Спасибо, что еще системы гравитации фурычат. Хоть чуть-чуть. Или у него магнитные ботинки? Наверное, у него магнитные ботинки. Во, блядь, техника, а? О, классный барьерчик.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me out. They're coming around for another attack!
Сучьи дети.
Watch the arm!
претензий, конечно. Я так охуела, если честно, когда это в первый раз смотрела, я думала, это как, блядь, вторая игра, их же 3. Что происходит, блядь? Комиксы. Ура, комиксы. Знаете, сколько говна накупила, блин?
The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call.
Все нарисовано, то, что так хочу.
We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain.
Вдруг вы соскучились. Я, кажется, все выкладывала, пока меня не было. Ага, заебал. Блять, вот их на самом деле местами надо поменять в комиксе. Вот Аленка как раз-таки больше похожа на какого-то.
Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. It hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way.
Шифр сожрали, и все.
Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black.
Классно нарисовано.
And then I saw something. Vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council.
Штрихи вот эти вот там.
I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough. I just couldn't believe one of our chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest and nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. Turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Именно Таля мы здесь
первую встретим. Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all.
Это все Dark Space.
These
Темная
reapers
материя,
blamed
блядь,
for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago.
которая не дает галактикам разлетаться там все это.
And disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that
Она
they
прямо
ever
сейчас
made.
проходит через нас всех.
That explained why Saren was after the beacon.
Так
It made
интересно,
some
блядь.
sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant.
Нет, самое важное это то, что она твоя жена.
She is intelligent and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Не так выглядела командная эта рубка.
I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to
Что-то мы
fight
в последнюю очередь пошли на Верию.
By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms.
Ну, положим, не на руках.
And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with.
Да что она разведенная была? Нет.
Do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. Couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Burmire. We soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. The Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently.
Плохой ракурс у Рекса тут.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real.
Тут вообще не выглядит
But he wouldn't back
как
down.
свирепый Кроган.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat.
Чё ты орёшь?
When we finally got to the center of the
Иди на
base,
ручки.
I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers.
Иди.
Sovereign,
Кто тебе мешает?
Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship. It was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it.
Соскучился.
Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get
Так,
the hell
в
out.
тарелку не
I
лезь.
split my team into two squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction.
Сейчас.
He had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time
Так,
for my team.
лежать.
And
Лежи
talking to
давай.
him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him.
Просто поехавший.
Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then.
Ого, грустный голос.
One of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans.
Было прикольно, если бы реально фотка
As we
выше
prepared for
стояла.
what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission.
Любовь,
But why
любовь.
wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind
Я
Saren.
ксенофил.
Once on
Мем
the
вот
planet,
этот.
we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. It caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength
Как
to
вот
take back
интересно,
the
там люди
Citadel.
все вот
But
это вот.
Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him.
Ничего
He
подобного.
died believing that the Reapers would
Застрелился,
save him.
блин. Потому что
As I
понял,
fought
что
to
Шепард
regain
права.
control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray.
Да пошли бы они нахуй.
Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over.
Выборы, кандидаты
As the one who led the
пидоры.
fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide.
Почему интересно, вот
On the one
Шепард
hand,
должна была
Udina,
решать.
a lifetime politician, ruthless
Потому
and
что она спасла
ambitious.
все.
He would
Всех.
easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust.
Ну, в итоге это все равно
Both
Удина.
great leaders in their own right.
Но мы выбрали Андерсона.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The
Опа.
Citadel could be repaired. It and the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there.
Да не хочу я
They were
уничтожать.
all as powerful as Sovereign. We had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Все по пизде. Ну, ручку. Ну, ручку. Ну, дочку. Ну, типа, хорош. Ну, это прикольно.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Такое мертвое сердце. Вот что мне здесь нравится, это вот, ну да, вот то, что вот здесь показана наука, здесь показано, что душа человека — это его сознание, это его мозг. То есть если восстановить сознание, восстановить мозг, ты сможешь восстановить человека таким, каким он был, со всеми его убеждениями и прочим. То есть нет никакой вот этой абстрактной души, которая после смерти съебывает куда подальше от тебя на всех парусах. В страну неведающую солнца, как я сейчас читаю, золото хищников. Ну, эти, блядь, как их... Хроники хищных городов, вот это вот все. Там вот они же тоже пытаются восстанавливать людей, делать из них сталкеров. Но это получается уже не тот... А, ну нормально. Нормально. Все вроде бы симпатично, мне не придется это править. Если что, потом в тройке поправим. Погнали. Разведчик. Да не предпочитаю никакие патроны. Вот снайперки я люблю. Техника и бой. Все, погнали дальше. Блять. А, да, нет, я хочу этот. Это что такое? Вот это что такое? А, бабки мне дадут. Да ладно, хер бы с ними. Так, а чё мне надо? Что за хуйня? Пусть будет туда. Лучше бы дали это гранаты бесконечные. Ай, блядь, локти. Вот тогда, короче, когда я только-только перестраивалась с однерки на двойку, я вообще охреневала от того, что мне теперь надо следить за количеством патронов. Как это так? Я же привыкла, что у меня бесконечные читерские патроны, только тупо оружие может перегреться. Что происходит?
Reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Что со звуком, ёпты?
Wake up, Commander.
Wake up, Lieutenant. It's me, Connor.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
А макияжик-то сразу.
Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
О, у меня у брата сегодня день рождения, у двоюродного. Блять, пробел. Ой, как же я все время... А, сука, чё ж лагает-то так? Здесь что-нибудь интересное? Да, блять! Чё мне все лагает? Чё у меня все лагает? Почему у меня нет перегрузки? Блять, у меня что-то все лагает вообще люто. А в смысле у меня нет перегрузки? Я сейчас не понял. А как я без перегрузки-то жить-то буду? У разведчика же была перегрузка всегда. Что за хуйня? Какого этого самого? Как я без перегрузки-то жить-то буду? Свор, блядь. Где почему перегрузки-то нет? Я ничего понять не могу. Там ведь не было перегрузки, когда мы выбирали, да? Я потом проверю после записи. Я не знаю, как без перегрузки-то жить. Это самый полезный скилл на свете. Дай! Что мало патронов? Все, пиздец. Ох уж это Шепард со своими попытками. Где? Так, там нет ничего интересного. А, это лифт, что ли, был? А, я бегу, мне похуй. Опа. Через пламя, через все. Блять, хры лагает. Все как дурно. Все, оно сдохло. Пришлось даже патроны на него тратить. Ты меня, что ли, базаришь? Я ж наполовину киборг. Так. Сохраниться надо. А потом сейфы всякие взламывать. Ух. Давай, баблишка. Класс. Хочу столько денег. Я тоже хочу столько много денег. Это что, я? Я? Это я? Погнали отсюда. Что надо? Прости. Я ничего не смогу сделать. Иди отсюда, жопа! Ну а чё? Да может потому, что она просто не совсем человек? Как бы. Красиво! О!
You were still a work in progress.
Ти, кто такой?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! This must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
Потому что не Alliance.
I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
Да, потом, да.
You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Ну на, кидай тогда. У меня-то откуда биотика?
I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Давай про моих.
Last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any
Зари, Лиара и
I
Кварианка?
don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. They knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
If. Who if?
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside
Так,
job.
ну,
You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
из каких из
She
ваших?
said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
Все.
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were.
Да,
You're still
ты
you.
нет.
You
Но
just might
клон
have
у
a few
тебя
extra bits and
тоже
pieces
есть.
now.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant.
Что это за намеки, кого вам надо?
I served 5 years in the Alliance
Типа,
before
да?
this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot
Я тот,
more
кем
buildings.
вы меня хотите видеть,
Normally I
лейтенант, да,
fire my
как
gun
Конор.
unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
Да там все через
There was
жопу было.
some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check, check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech.
Да-да.
Answers directly
Да-да.
to Miranda.
Да,
Come
да,
on.
да, да, да.
The service tunnels are this way.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation.
Да у тебя комплекс неполноценности, походу, или что? Проблемы, чувак.
Systems active.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Дергается смешно.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do.
Да он просто надеется, что нас по дороге грохнут.
They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Так, бежи. Не, я сюда сначала зайду.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and
Тупо по всей станции записи, блин.
Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
We're all dead.
Shepard, down here!
Sure.
Bastard's got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the
Metagel.
wall. Hopefully
Вот
there's
я бы
enough to
хотел
get him up and
узнать,
moving
что
again.
из себя
Grab the
представляешь.
Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Глючится, ебал. А я кнопочкой это не могу сделать? на панелечке. Дурацкое обучение.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Да чисто по приколу, чтобы подозрения от себя отвести.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
Как можно забыть о Миранде?
She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Да блин.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Вот почему это не работает?
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for,
Нет.
trust me.
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
Вот, блять.
Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Хочу послать нахуй, ну ладно.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Блин, я хочу холст. Что-то как-то... Вот я только вернулась, блядь, в Екатеринбург. Я уже хочу сдохнуть. У меня уже какая-то, блин, это... полупростудное опять мое состояние. Вернулась. Вот в Москве ни хера подобного не было. Я там просто психовала и ничего не ела. Как обычно. Погнали нахуй. Так, ну дайте мне тут осмотреться, что ли. I need a hero. Есть что, есть что? Не-не-не, подожди. Так, тут F5 сохраняет. Блин. Да где? Вот. Дай денег. Уилсон, дай мне перегрузку, она тебе нахер не нужна. Ой. Так. Я все равно вас всех грохну. Ой, ой, ой. Мамочки. Ну что такое? Да Горите вы в аду. Так, Миранда там. Надо подкормиться дерьмозарядами. Тут ничего нет. Столько ящиков, а спиздить нечего. Так. Вот так. Можно в реальной жизни также просто бабки добывать, а? Блять. А! Слишком сложно. Вот так. Бабки это святое.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Зато у меня башка в порядке. А это дай посмотреть. Раскидали тут планшеты, блин.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Ну вот только пенициллин на него потратили.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Ладно, похуй.
You say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before
Конечно,
we go,
базарь.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Да ладно.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If
Отникиваться.
they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Охуеть, блядь.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Просто висит хуйня в космосе, никто даже не замечает. С логотипами, вот у них логотипы Цербера, вот кто-нибудь тупо мимо, блин, пролетит и обаньки.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Да я
Did you
поохуеваю.
say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did
Она
what
же
I had
хорошая
to.
девочка.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could.
Да просто она
Ash
ксенофобка,
gave
она
her
меня
life for the
раздражает.
rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a
Я
hero.
думаю, они оба с Кайденом начали бы хуйню
And I
нести
wasn't
вот
judging your
всякую.
decision.
На
Everybody in
горизонте
Cerberus
потом.
knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Вот понастроили, блин.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other
Так.
room.
Ну, подходить к этим, думаю, нет смысла. Но я хочу настроить себе красивые шмотки. Раз здесь есть такая возможность. Драгонага. Да, сука, шевелись. Ну ладно. Шлем. Ну, шлем пусть появляется только когда ему надо. А, тут еще не... А, вот Кестрель мой любимый. Мне он нравится, потому что он светится. А полосочку можно оставить. Руки не светят? Нет, руки тоже светятся. Светись. Так. Блять. Что делаем? Прям в белых доспехах, нет? Ой, такие-то. Ой, розовенькие. Будем бегать в розовых, да? Мне вот этот цвет на самом деле нравится. И зеленый мне нравится. О, такой прям черный-черный. Ну мы же играем за булочку с корицей. Тут меньше оттенков. Пусть серые будут. Почему нет? Так. Что, узор можно настроить? Ну пусть так будет. Жалко, нельзя цвет лампочек настроить. Чтоб блестело. Чтоб я прям ходила вся красивая. Не хочу. Нет. А мне вот это нравится. Все, я хорошая девочка, я хожу в белом. Я хочу встать посерединке и сделать скрин. Да, встань посерединке. А как встать посередине? Так. Будем считать, что мы стоим посерединке, такие все красивые. Все, пойдем базарить.
Commander Shepard.
Охуевание. Хары курить.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different...
Неправда.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers. Just as Sarah...
Мне было бы круче, если бы он был мелкий.
You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one.
Ну, типа мы сильные, пиздатые. Why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment.
Чтоб я in real life была такая же значимая, а?
And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect.
Ну ладно.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her. She saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it.
Весь из себя.
You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Спасибо за альтернативы.
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Ну ладно, ладно, мне нравится жить. Блин. Хочу, блин, перегрузку, сука. Awakening. Да, я не буду это все читать. Блин, ты. Сейчас надо побазарить с товарищами, друзьями, и уже все остальное в следующей серии. Так,
The
блядь.
elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me.
Motivation.
I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Красивая.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Why?
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way,
Почему в однёрке не было ничего с роботами?
Until the disappearance.
Максимум дроны.
On what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Ой, заебала, дай побазарить. Я 2 года спала, дай
Glad the
потрындеть.
elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Ну, тебе, да.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official
Типа как
Alliance
спектры,
jurisdiction.
только у Альянса.
Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. There was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Зайка, ножки у меня устали так лежать за лапуленько.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Ребенок.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Так, ну все. А вот с ними я, может, тоже хочу побазарить. А? Ладно. Сохраняемся. И гуляем до следующей серии. С вами была Веня. Всем пока. Пока-пока. Ну и не знаю, не доверяйте первым встречным, да? Особенно если они истерички, как Уилсон. Да?